Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Snack. We do have more live tournament action coming at you right now. It's going to be on GSL's Daybreak yet again. And guess what? It is another PvP. Looks like we've got a lot of Protoss in tonight's brackets. Teufel. I'm not entirely sure how to say that. We'll just say Teufel versus FFISnow, who will just be calling Snow. Good old Snow. This guy hangs out a lot, plays a lot of tournaments. He is tons of fun to watch. He still needs to take down a win here, though, man. This guy is, it's been a while since he's made any money from a tournament. In fact, let's see, I can't remember if he's actually won one of the tournaments. I don't believe he has, to be honest. He's been pretty close. I think he's made it to the finals a couple times, but he's got to take down a win eventually. Looks like this may be his night. I don't know, we'll see. Teufel is going to be standing in his way. It is going to be Teufel, as our blue Protoss. Man, I'm going to struggle with that one, I can tell. Teufel, I think that'll work. Teufel. He's going to be our blue Protoss down here in the bottom left-hand corner. In the top right, it is Snow. He is orange. Good old two-player map here. We've got scouts from both players headed over to each other's bases. Looks like Snow going to make it there first. He's going to cruise up here and decide what is going on. And momentarily, we will see a scout from Teufel. Looks like standard opener here for both players. The timing is extremely similar. Teufel just slightly ahead there. Looks like Snow just cruising around here trying to figure out what's going on. He does see the timings there and sees the gas going down, so knows that he can go ahead and grab his gas. No gas for him quite yet. There it goes. There goes his gas. He's going to be chasing, both of these scouting probes are getting chased around. Except for, nope, Snow's is not getting chased any longer. Back to mining here at Teufel's base. Just the one gas for both players. We'll see if anybody's going to go for a 4-gate here. 4-gate's still a very viable option in Protoss vs. Protoss. It's one of those builds that has not really lost its luster over time like many other builds have. I mean, think about this for just a moment. I mean, you guys remember back in the day when, like, you had the Sc2 Zerg build, right? And then everybody kind of learned how to deal with it, and it sort of lost all of its power. It became fairly easy to scout, fairly easy to deal with, and I mean, it really lost a lot of steam. Now, with the 4-gate, it is one of those builds that's been around for even longer than the Sc2, say, build or whatever, and it's one of those builds that has really, really been extremely effective against multiple races for an extremely long period of time, and it's kind of interesting to me how that has worked out. Looks like Teufel going to be working on his warp gate tech here. Chrono boosting that out. He is slightly behind Snow's. Snow going to be chrono boosting his out as well. We've got the second gateway going down here for Snow. Looks like Teufel already got 1 and 2 gates up. See if he's going to go for any robotics next. I'm assuming robotics next. He does have his double gas. The double gas is an indicator of solid tech. Gateway going down, so it's a 3rd gate here for Teufel. And back here at Snow's base, we do have just a 3rd gateway going down. I assume he's going to put down a 4th here momentarily. It does look like a 4-gate. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Nope, 2nd gas. I don't know. Don't know, to be honest. It could be a 3-gate expand at this point, or just a 3-gate. I don't know. Not entirely sure, but I mean, you got to remember though that this is bronze and silver, and so sometimes the execution of particular builds is a little bit more difficult than normal. So, looks like this Stalker going to run up against a wall here. These guys should be able to deal with him fairly well. Looks like Snow doing okay here. He does not want to lose this Stalker though. Oh my goodness, the Stalker does go down. Gonna cruise up here to the high ground. He's got to keep these units alive, man. One snipe like that can really make a big difference. You got to hold on to Stalkers in your PvPs. That is super, super important. Both of these guys floating a lot of minerals during this right here. This Sentry picking up 1 kill on the Zealot there, but is going to get chased down by this Stalker. We do see a forward pylon here for Teufel, but it is going to get whapped away by Snow. Both these guys need to start spending those minerals. Let's see what's going on in Snow's base. It's just the 3 gates. He's going to grab his robotics here right now. And a fourth gate here for Teufel. He's going to be warping in units back here at his base. Looks like this Stalker does have 2 kills. Needs to go ahead and head back to home. Otherwise is going to get taken out. We'll see if Teufel is going to find this guy. Yup. Down he goes. Not a good deal. Got to keep control of those units. Looks like Teufel picking up a free kill there. Is going to be cruising over. Notice that Snow going to be securing an expansion here. Does have that robotics. He's got to start chrono boosting out those immortals, though. He's absolutely going to need it with this incoming 4-gate type of attack here from Teufel. See how these defenses are going to go for Snow. He's warping in a couple extra units here. There's only the 3 Stalkers here right now. We do have a forward pylon going down. Looks like these guys are going to get chased off. Canceling the pylon. Looks like Teufel going to back. Nope, he's not going to back out. He's going to rebuild the pylon. And in the meantime, I'm going to spend some time working on destructible debris. Looks like Snow in fairly decent shape here. He's going to be working on an observer first. I disagree with this play here. I would go ahead and grab out an immortal right away. If you do see your opponent being aggressive like that, you're going to want that attacking unit. Those immortals are going to be super effective here. And right now he's just going to have to hope that he's got enough units. And quite honestly, Teufel doing a pretty dang good job beefing up his army here. He's got a pretty solid base. I don't know who's really going to be ahead at the end of this. Stalker numbers only 1 off there, but looks like Snow does have enough zealots to be okay here. It's going to come down to whoever warps in first, though. Looks like Snow going to get a couple extra warp-ins. And Snow should be in pretty decent shape. We got some more reinforcements here. See, now I bet he's wishing that he doesn't have this extra observer. Good little warp-ins. There goes your first immortal. Now this should be a great defense from Snow. And the nice thing for him is he does have his expand up and running units tab. Going to show that the probe count is actually very even, but that's okay. Whatever works. He will be beefing that up here, I assume, and will have better unit production capability moving forward. Does take out that pylon. Is going to back out here and play defensively here for just a little bit longer. Not a bad play here from Snow. I like it actually quite a bit. Teufel going to be tossing down his robotics facility, not taking expand quite yet. He doesn't have the minerals to do so, but appears to not be gearing up for that. Looks like he's just going to yeah, should be okay. But he's working on these immortals here. He's pumping those suckers out. Going to be chrono boosting his warp gates here. Kind of interesting. So we should see some extra warp-ins here momentarily. But he is supply blocked, and that is painful. Don't want to get supply blocked. Too bad, but he should be okay. Notice that his units tab is starting to show a slight economic advantage. And the nice thing is he does have that up and running, his expand up and running quite a bit sooner than Teufel. Teufel going to be securing one right now. It appears to be almost 50% complete. And he's going to be working on some immortals of his own. No new tech, though, other than that. So Snow going to be cruising out here across the map. Looks like he's going to go for an attack. He's got double immortals in his army. Should be fairly effective here. There's a lot of sentries, however, and the sentries with good force field placements, it could put Teufel in a fairly decent position. So Snow might consider spending more of his gas. Just now getting unsupply blocked. No forward pylon for reinforcements, and we are going to have an attack. Looks like Teufel getting the better end of this deal, man. He's got a great concave here. Oh, this is not a good engagement for Snow. The only thing that I can say for him is that he does have those extra immortals, and the immortal is going to be super effective. Now, Teufel making a slight error there. Going to be cruising down the ramp, taking a little bit extra damage there. We've got good force fields there. Going to be splitting that army yet again. And Snow in pretty dang good shape. I think Teufel in dang good shape. Teufel should be okay. Oh, look at this. He's helping him take out the rocks. That is kind of interesting. And Snow, probably not wise to move up this ramp. This would be a great time to back out. A great time indeed. Looks like these guys are going to die. Too bad. Snow taking an absolute beating here. Absolute beating. Now I guess the best thing for Snow is that behind this he's been building up another army. So he traded armies there, yeah, sure, but he does have now an army advantage, it appears. Well, maybe. Yeah, it's pretty close. It's still fairly close, but you can see that the supply count is a big difference at this point. And that's going to be working in favor of Snow here. So let's take a look back at Teufel's base. He is just chrono boosting out another observer here. Units tab going to show, whoops, we were already there. 41 probes for Snow to 32 of Teufel. Not a bad little deal. Let's see, what was that guy trying to say to me? Oh, okay, he just needs the link. Just needs the link. Good, good, good. Alright, so Teufel here, kicking it. He's got quite a few units, but he needs to beef up his army just a little bit. It looks like Snow beefing it up pretty good. He's got triple immortals in there, good bunch of zealots. He's floating a heck of a lot of gas. I would like to see him find a way to spend that. Notice he's going to be grabbing double forges here. Actually, I like this play quite a bit. He feels like he's a little bit ahead here. He's going to continue that with, he's got a solid economy, and he's going to continue that to lead by picking up some upgrades on these units. That should be a good little play there. So going to be chrono boosting these out. He's got +1/+1 on the way. Good looking unit composition here for Snow, and you can still see that there's a nice supply lead for Snow, and looks like he may choose to cruise out here. It's a good sizable force there. He's going to leave one zealot behind for defense, it appears. Probably just a mistake, but that's alright. Does see the size of this army. He's had a observer here the entire time, just kicking it, watching this army grow. Does see, ooh, look at this blink on the way here, and we do have for Teufel a robotics bay. But the attack going to commence here. Snow letting his army get a little bit ahead of him there, so you've got to be a little bit more careful. Keep your army together when you attack is always advisable. Nice thing is he does have a lot of zealots in this army. These zealots really going to tank that damage, going to be able to push these guys back, force them to kite, and allow the rest of these units to get in great position. Now he does gain vision of that high ground, and the rest of these units should be in pretty decent shape to take him out. The Immortals now going down for Teufel is going to be super difficult to deal with, but Snow not keeping his units together here. He's trying to take out these Zealots and these Stalkers at the same time. Can be difficult. It's best to try and keep those units together if at all possible. Looks like he's going to go ahead and unpower this Twilight Council. Twilight Council going to go down as well, and Teufel going to be in a little bit of trouble here. Getting a couple extra war pins here, but it looks like Snow should be in position to deal with these guys. Wow, nice play here from Snow. Strong push here. And he does have +1/+1 complete on these guys. Really going to be ripping through these buildings now, especially with this Immortal here, man. 55 damage to armored and armored units. Are Stalkers as well as buildings. So this guy's super effective. He's picked up 12 kills right there. 13 kills. He is just blasting through these Stalkers, man. Blasting through them. And here comes your reinforcements from Snow. They're a little bit late, but you know what? Probably won't even need them. It looks like these guys should be in just decent position to take care of the rest of this regardless. Notice that Snow's got a couple extra observers in his army. I would like to see him. Well, actually, it doesn't matter at this point. He just mixed one of them in his army. The other one was the guy that was just kicking it here. Notice that he's got this observer down, or a sentry rather, down here at the bottom. Teufel going to go down here and take that guy out. Here comes a couple more zealots to try and deal with this Immortal. The Immortal could potentially go down here. That would be a decent snipe here for Snow, but for Teufel, but it doesn't really matter because guess what? Snow cruising in here to his mineral line, taking those out, and there's the GG from Teufel. Beautiful stuff there. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt tab, always alt StarCraft. We'll see you guys in our next game.